Welcome, this is Her Majesty Easy World Science channel, the easy world of science. So today in this video, I'll be taking a look at some basic facts on the analysis you might be facing, especially for chemistry teachers, some questions that is very much confusing for you and their answers, and then some things that you should avoid, some informations that you should avoid. Remember that most things in the internet and some information concerning science, including YouTube videos, are not actually correct. So concerning the analysis of iron 2 sulfate and KMnO4, and then the analysis between between sodium triazocarbonate 4 and lead 2 triazonitrate 5. This is dicey, and I encourage every chemistry teacher to endeavor to do this practical and then follow what you are observing. Don't be blinded by what people have told you. You get me now? Such questions like, when they say iron 2 sulfate, do they really mean anhydrous or do they mean hydrated? Okay, I want to take you back in this case. Studying this channel is meant for science, and then most times, coincidentally, followers send what I will analyze. It happens that I've analyzed that substance or those mixtures or those samples some years back or some months back, even before the exam body should bring them out. So, for instance, many followers, especially teachers, are confused on the redox titration between KMnO4 and the iron 2 sulfate in acidified medium. Guess what? Before they start coming with this question, about a year ago or 11 months or so, or more than a year, of course, I have already made a video on such titration. Like this channel, we already have many types of titration, compleximetry, how to know hardness of water. I think the channel is influencing Africa in diversing. Okay, that is diversification, not just acid-based titration. One day they will meet up. So this channel sees ahead. This is not meant for only when exam reaches you come. Now, if you are to go for cooking competition, you now visit somebody's channel who does only the talking, but not cooking. But somebody else has been cooking. So who will give you a better instruction? Science is by what you do, not by what you read. You know, Africans are great, only that sometimes we don't want to see and we just want to believe. That's why we are becoming more religious than scientific. So most times you should mind what you watch, what the person telling you something, and content creators that are just coming to satisfy people writing exams, maybe like WAEC. My dear, you are not building a strong channel, because these people will only be seasonal. They will only come during WAEC, and after that, you won't see them again. So, and I'm very sure you don't want to be this person that want to build a channel that can only pay you maybe small money or give you a little popularity, but you are not earning anything. You are just satisfying people hailing you. So, this time around, this channel is to put teachers through there are some confusions. So that about 1 year ago, I was producing iron 2 sulfate. I synthesize these chemicals and I sell. From the excess I had, I have to do the video on the KMnO4 and iron 2 sulfate. That led that I use higher concentration of iron 2 sulfate. In that video, you'd endeavor to watch it. The iron 2 sulfate was purely green, but the one you'll be dealing with, which is very, very small, measuring 5.5 grams of it, dissolving it in water, is not going to give you pure green. Why? Because of the concentration. So some of you are doing the wrong thing in this titration, of course, and this is why this channel is here to guide you. Then look at if you talk about the salt analysis aspect, where we'll talk about lead 2 triazonitrate 5 and sodium triazocarbonate 4, fine, there will be exchange of radicals leading to precipitation reaction or double decomposition reaction or metathesis, of course. Don't confuse it with metastasis, which should be secondary spread of cancer. I'm talking about metastasis, okay, which is also double decomposition. Fine, double decomposition, whereby at the end the student will be faced with lead-2000 carbonate 4 and sodium thiazonate. But it goes beyond this thing I'm saying now, of course, because of somehow lack of experience. Most teachers will now think there will be tests for trioxide 95 ion and that the filtrate will be just trioxide 95 ion. No, 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 no. Of course, that's sodium trioxide 95 ion. I don't think so. I don't think so. Practically, it is not true. There are more beyond that, what you think. Then, what are those ions? Are we looking at lead-2 ion, trioxide carbonate 4 ion, sodium ion, trioxide 95 ion? But I tell you what, brown ring test will never come out. If it comes out, it's a big blow on WAEC or any other body that handles this exam. There is a reason why the trioxide 95 test will not appear likely. This is where experience matters. It's not just when you see ions. Now, then, even if it will appear, about 4 years ago, I have made a video on brown ring tests. So this channel stays ahead. I advise you that you follow this channel and learn the real science. These things are not exam precipitated. I do it even before followers send in whatever. Remember, but what I do is that I serve my followers, and this I'm talking to chemistry teachers this time around. So I'm trying to tell chemistry teachers that really need assistance on the right thing to do. Those ones that don't rely on malpractice, because what makes everybody look as if they are doing the same job is because at the end, you see that the teachers will now go and sort the answers during exam and write for the students, and at the end, everybody will pass. But if not, if your school do not rely on examination malpractice, you need to contact me with that number you see on the screen if you want to train your children well to succeed in this analysis concerning KMNO4 and iron 2 sulfate titration in acidic medium, and then analysis between lead-2095 and sodium thiazocarbonate 4. So you endeavor to contact me with that number you see on the screen. Of course, two good heads are better than one, but definitely remember that some classified information cannot be given freely on the internet. I want to let you know something. To know the details on this particular analysis, please, you can endeavor to call or chat me on WhatsApp. Definitely, it is a paid version because I already have the free video even before followers start demanding for me to analyze these salt samples. But when I say two good heads are better than one, when we collectively believe in reality, we can change Africa for good. That particular analysis, I love it so much because many will be misled. I tell you what, even the endpoints you're worried about, because you discover that if you believe that the FeSO4 they said there is anhydrous, the endpoint you get will not be the same thing with the endpoint with somebody that believe it is hydrated. And the hydrated form of these salts, iron 2 sulfates, are in different forms. The septahydrates, even the tetra, there are different hydrate forms that are known. So to clear this confusion and give you the likely questions and answer all your problem, like the question in reality, not just because exam comes, you contact me. Then most times when we do science, we have to apply them. You can watch some of my scientific videos even when you are trying to handle your students for science projects. Sa Majesty Easy World is here for you. There are many amazing science projects where you can generate electricity with simple chemical reaction. The children will be very happy for you. I cannot mention them. Even on electromagnetism, you contact me. You can see what I'm doing there on the screen, just using simple chemical cells to generate electricity. So both electrolytic cell, galvanic cell, or voltaic cell, or the chemical cell where we use chemical reaction to generate electricity, as you can see there, they are all collect together with the one that use electricity to bring about chemical reaction, that is electrolysis. They are all collectively called electrochemical cell, and they are in a branch called electrochemistry. When you are ready even for science projects. Let us collaborate, because two good heads are better than one. Let us try to do this thing, reason alongside, avoid examination malpractice. You are killing the future of those children. You are demoralizing their thinking ability. African children are very talented. Africans as whole, I have seen it. We are very much creative, but the problem is that we don't want to work and do the right thing. We need the immediate payment. That's why I analyze, teach you for free. So you follow me. It's constant. I keep uploading new things, but it is very painful that nobody will see most of the Africans until when exam reach. You have the certificate. I have the certificate. Many people have it in this country, in this continent, yet we have not done ourselves so good to come up to that level. So it is high time we break this jinx. So join Sa Majesty on the special or premium class for chemistry teachers based on the analysis of KMNO4, that's a redox titration, and also between iron 2 sulfate, that's a redox titration between KMNO4 and iron 2 tetracycline sulfate 6. Do you know what? I've even advanced to titrating even KMNO4 against sodium sulfite. That's an interesting one. So you try to stay ahead. I know many people are doing experiment that just that they don't have the opportunity to put it online like I'm doing also, but I'm just encouraging us to do science. And then exam bodies should please endeavor to mark practicals during the process. In Africa, we are lagging behind. Let us stop marking these children's reports, because that's a report. Somebody can write exactly on how to drive, very correct, because he memorized it. But when you tell the person, go behind the wheel, the person cannot do anything. The person cannot move or even start the engine. You imagine that. That's what we see in Africa. So, and this is affecting the research and the sale and the love of science by our students. They only see it as something that is done only to write exam. That shouldn't be. The nature of the questions exam body, let them change it from being more memorizing to more constructive. I am suggesting we copy IGSE, the way they are more applied, more practical. You see that they are training these children to use it, not just to memorize this. What is an atom? You define the clap for you. What is an electron? You'll be able, but you cannot know the application. Because these things hit me hard even when I go to, so I was able to come to a stage in a research where I'm required to build a mold. I designed a container that I should be the one to bring the dimension. Do you know what? I was frustrated. I have to meet some people and now discover that the so-called technical drawing, engineering, mathematics, even measuration was very much helpful. Even though I didn't specialize so much in mathematics, but my father was a mathematician during his, I think he's good at primary level, of course, but that laid a foundation. He was even teaching us what he don't even know the application. They're telling us area of triangle, this from I never enjoyed it until at a stage I was faced with this. I now saw the importance of find the area of shaded parts. So Africa, we should stand up and let's do this. There is no magic. Stop saying that some people are blessed more. No, let us gather together, stand up and face the reality. So thank you for visiting my channel. Remember, I am frequently on this science, doing the little I can, just a little guy trying to contribute positively in the world of science, especially in my own continent, Africa. Africa must be great. Africa must do race science. Africa must be technological. We are very creative and we are blessed with all it takes. Thank you once again. Much love. Bye for now.